Hello, my dears, and welcome. And today we are doing a pick a card reading for you today about a relationship, situationship you may be in. And this may be a triggering reading for you. I did consult with Spirit ahead of time to check in to make sure that this reading would be helpful, and I received the all clear for you guys. So I welcome you to this reading, and of course, always take the messages that feel right with you and your situation. I'm going to go ahead and prepare this incense so that we can go ahead and get started with your reading today. Let's take a moment to prepare the incense, and we'll go ahead and begin our shuffling in just a moment. So let's go ahead and begin with our shuffling today. We are going to be taking a look at the current connecting energies between the two of you. We're going to start off with our tarot and see what's going on within the connection right now. Okay, my dears, we do have the Fool here for you. And let's take a look at this. So this does feel like you are starting at ground zero with each other here. After something happened to you, you feel that there is the energy of gaining a new perspective or getting a new start on a situation. This can also indicate clearing the air after a separation and deciding like there's a new day for the both of you, and maybe you're contemplating going your own separate ways. You also may be contemplating starting over with each other as well for some of you. Now let's go ahead and move on and take a look at the next energies. And we want to take a look at your side and their side. We want to do it as if you were telling this story and if they were telling the story. What would you say? So we're going to take a look at the cards for that. First off, we have the Hierophant, and it is in the reverse. So what I'm seeing is a person that would not commit to you in the way that you wanted. Someone that just cannot offer you the long-term commitment that you were asking for. We also have the Ten of Wands here on the bottom. And I feel like you were like, that's fine. Then I will burn this shit to the ground. So basically, like, you know, what I'm looking here is like you want to burn all of the past to the ground. Fine. All of the hard work and dedication that I put into this does not even matter. So I will just light this thing up and let this go. Because what's the point? Why did I invest in this if I'm not going to get what I wanted from it, the commitment that I was looking for? And you were angry about that for sure. And rightfully so. We also have the Three of Swords here. But underneath all of that, you were heartbroken. You were frustrated with this person. Yeah, we have the Seven of Earth. And then you feel like, What was the point of all of that work, investment, time, energy, and effort that I spent on you? So underneath all of that, the anger, the frustration, you definitely acted out. But it was out of your time and energy that you spent on this relationship. And you don't feel like it counted for anything. So you acted as, I'm just going to just burn it to the ground because I don't even care. What's the point? And you may have like preempted or acted first and just like, fine, let's break up. I'm going to do my own thing. Yeah, so now let's go ahead and take a look at their side of this situation. What were they thinking? What would they tell about their side of the story? So let me get some of this stuff out of the way here. And let's see what we have. All right, so we have here the 10 of air. Yeah, so I'm first hearing something like pay dust to that then. Like almost like a release. So this person felt like at first initially they were angry, like you stabbed them in the back. But then I feel like they started to feel a bit of relief and a bit of release as well. And like they got a chance to review everything and take a look at all of the situations. And they felt like everything was now up in the air. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see what else. All right, so we had these pop out over here for you here. Let's take a look at what we have. We have the Emperor. We have the Two of Wands. Yep. And the Devil. So your person first felt like they needed to, first they were reluctant and sad about moving on initially in this situation. They felt like you guys had something, okay? Like there was something there that you could have developed, that you could have worked on. But then I feel that your person also felt like they need to get their back up with you. When we're taking a look at the Emperor here, you know, they felt like they needed to be tough, that they needed to be hardcore a bit with you. And even though you may have been feeling one way with that Emperor, they felt like, fine. They feel like you may be tough on them, so they needed to get their resistance up against you. Okay, so they felt like there needed to be some pushback against you in this situation. And they did. They put up their resistance against you. And I feel here with the Devil here, I think that they started to think about everything within this situation together with you and say, well, if you're pushing me away, then I have no choice but to move on from this situation. And they felt like once they could survey the whole situation, that maybe it would be better for them to move on. I feel like it was reluctant. They were reluctant to do this at first, especially when I'm looking at their faces in these cards. But I also feel like this person felt like maybe something better would be in the future for them, or maybe there was something better in the future. So let's go ahead and move on to the last part of our reading here, which is, was there someone else? Was this person unfaithful to you? Were they cheating? All right, let's take a look at what we have. We have the Four of Water. Let's take a look at what else we have. All right, looks like we have the Hanged Man over here. Got quite a few cards that came up for us. Okay, so it does look like there was an option that may have presented itself, but they didn't act on it at first. Okay, let's see what else we have. We have the Three of Water. Yeah, someone that was a friend. There was an option, okay, that I did feel like that came up, that presented itself. Someone that was a friend to you, not to you, I'm sorry, a friend to them. I do feel like they were in love with you, and I do feel like this person did love you. The only thing that I'm taking a look at here is, you see how the fish are swimming in two different directions? I feel like you guys were not on the same page about where this relationship was going, okay? And I feel like although there was love for you, something about this also bruised their ego, also as well. So I'm trying to rearrange these cards here so you can, because I know it's a lot of cards, may look a little junky here. Something about the situation bruised their ego. So yes, I do feel like there was another option that did present itself. I don't feel like it was cheating necessarily in this particular situation, because I'm also, even though the Seven of Air did come up, the options did present themselves, okay? You see this with the Seven of Air? But I felt like your person kind of turned a blind eye to it in this while they were still involved in the situation, because they wanted to be seen as an upstanding person. So they kind of closed their eyes to that option while they were involved, okay? But I feel as the relationship broke down, and as you guys were not on the same page about the direction of this situation, your person kind of felt that the connection between the two of you had been lost. And they didn't see or understand if there was a future going forward for the two of you. So I feel like this person decided it would kind of be better to kind of move on, when I see that kind of set sail with the Six of Wands, and hope for a better future, or since things didn't work out for you, move on. So I don't think that it was a cheating situation between the two of you while you were together. I do think when the person realized that this relationship wouldn't work with you, that this person did decide to take this option with this person that was the friend and kind of move on. So I do believe that this person did love you when you were together, but this person, once they realized that this relationship wasn't going to work out for the future, that they decided to move on. And it may be some confusion for you, because maybe you may have seen this person move on already, and you wonder, were they involved with this person already? And I feel like this person may have been in the background, but I don't feel like this person cheated on you necessarily. They just may have moved on very, very quickly once they realized that there was no future for this relationship. Okay? So that, my dear, is the reading that I have for you. I hope that you found that it was helpful to you, and I thank you for watching. Here we go. Hello and welcome to your reading, and I thank you so much for joining me here. I did consult with Spirit beforehand before doing this reading for you today to make sure that these messages would be helpful. I received that this reading would be helpful to you, so that's why we're doing it. I do want you to know that, of course, you know the energies of your situation best, and always take and use your best judgment. All right? Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and start off this reading by taking a look at the connecting energies of this connection. What's going on between the two of you? What's going on currently within this connection? All right, so let's take a look at what we have. We're going to start off with the Wisdom of the Night Oracle. What do we have going? Okay, and there we are. So we definitely feel like something is unfair in this connection that is going on. We have a choice. We have the High Priestess of Spirit. So you're also being called to use, what is your intuition saying? What is your intuition speaking to you and saying? We have the High Priestess of Spirit. So it definitely feels like there's a choice here that needs to be made. And the choice looks like to end this connection in this relationship. Interestingly enough, though, I don't feel like this is your first go around at this. I actually feel like this has been a stop and start, a connection that has been going through multiple changes. You may have even broken up before, but you're wondering, should this be the final act for you? The conclusion, the end of the book. You feel like something has been going on that has been unfair to you. You also, when I see this obedience cards with it being blinded, you're wondering if there's something that's been going on behind your back. Obviously, that's the reading title of the reading. But it's also confirmed here with the obedience card. But you're also being called to trust your best and highest judgment in this situation as well. Spirit is trying to reveal messages to you. And you're also being called to connect on a higher and better level with your intuition. All right. So let's go ahead and dig into this reading. We're going to take these cards. I'm actually going to stack them up so we'll have room for more cards since we got 4 to start us. And we're just going to stick them over here. And keep those cards in mind and let's get started. I want to know if you were telling the story from your perspective of your relationship. What would it say? What would you say? All right, I'm going to take all of these. We have the Tower. We have the King of Wands. We have the Knight of the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the Moon. You felt like you were left with no choice within this situation. You felt like you needed to ride off into the freaking sunset, that you were tired of being committed in this relationship. You were tired of holding this person down when I'm taking a look at the Queen of Pentacles. And that means holding them down, being faithful, being loving, being nurturing. I actually feel like something big happened with the Tower where you had been fed up and had enough. I think that you feel that there may have been something going on, or maybe you had access to something else, but you're not really sure what it was, but you have an inkling about something already, especially when that Spirit card came up and it's like, trust your gut instincts. Also, and I feel like you suspect something here already with the Eight of Swords and the Moon. And we had the Tower, so I do feel like something has gone on already. I feel like there's some information that you have already about the situation. You feel like this person was not faithful to you already when we have the Knight of Pentacles here in the Moon. You're not complete and 100% sure, but something happened that caused a big breakup or blow up in this connection. And I feel like the King of Wands is here like almost like peering their head over the situation and trying to see the whole picture, the whole everything, the whole view of everything, and try to come out on top to know what to do with solid direction here. And I feel like that's you trying to make your way, see your way above the situation. I actually feel like you want to leave this situation, but I feel like part of you feels like you just want to know that what you suspect is certain. Okay? Let's take a look on their side. If they were telling the situation from their side, what would it be? I'm going to take these and I'm going to shuffle a little more. They're trying to remain cool and collected. All right. They're trying to remain untriggered and unbothered. I actually feel like they're trying to come across unbothered. And And the reason why, because, you know, the King of Cups can come off as level-headed and loving. But with the combination of this Queen of Swords, they're really trying to look unbothered to you. They're trying to look like they're unfazed by what has happened. That is interesting. Okay, that's some interesting energy. Let's take a look. And they also may be trying to shut you down. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to take this. The Five of Wands. They feel like there's a lot of conflict in this situation. I'm going to take this. The Three of Cups. Interesting. Okay. I feel like your person, if I'm being honest with you, may actually have options. Okay? If I'm being honest, I feel like your person may have options. Okay? When I have the Five of Wands and the Three of Cups, I feel like when I see this combination, I feel like because they're able to remain so level-headed, and I'm going to take the Seven of Pentacles here on the bottom. I feel like because your person is trying to remain so level-headed and cool, I feel like they want to come across that way. And I feel like because they may have options. I'm being honest with you. They may have options. And they don't mind a little bit of the conflict because they have options. And I also feel like with the Seven of Pentacles that they are thinking over, we got the Ten of Wands there too, I'm going to take that. They are thinking over if the relationship, they don't know where the relationship is going now. They don't know what the next steps and the next phases of this relationship. They also are questioning, is it best to keep going and keep investing in the relationship? But I also feel like they're willing to stay involved with you. But I feel like they're purposely shutting you out as well. I want to pull some, actually, let's move on to the next subject. All right, is there someone else that they are involved with? Is there someone else they're interested in? And we're going to do a combination of these and tarot. Is there someone else that Group 2's person is interested in and involved in, okay? I'm going to take this, the Warrior, okay? And okay, I'm gonna take those that fell on the floor. Okay, we have Vision. Okay, the Fledgling. I want you to look at that. Do you see that? I know you see the same thing I see. I see a person in the middle and I see two people. Which one do you look like? Do you feel, or can you see yourself in any of these versions of these cards? Of course, you know, these are particular looking people, and if you're a person of color, maybe not. But this says the Vision and the Fledgling. But I want you to take a look at this because we have a person between two options. So to me, and right here on the bottom, when I picked up the deck, Two of Swords. Hanged Man. So it definitely feels like there may be, and look, okay, I did drop some cards. I'm going to pull that Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. So I'm saying yes, I do feel like your person has, look, King of Swords, Five of Cups. Yeah, Ace of Wands, Six of Swords. All right. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes, I do feel like there is another person that they are involved with. Okay, when I see this Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, that also kind of looks like this too to me. The Fledgling, the Queen of Cups. So yes, I do feel like your person is maybe has another option that they're interested in, another option that has presented itself. Another person, they also feel like they're in a position to make a decision. That's why they're able to be more cool, calm, and collected. They're also thinking about leaving the situation behind. Yes, so I do feel like I feel like your person is more easy to leave the situation behind with a little bit more flow with the Five of Cups. Now, I don't want you to feel like the person didn't care for you or anything like that. I feel, because look at the waters here in all of the cards, I feel like there was some emotional investment and attachment to you, okay? And I feel like your person is reluctant to move on, but I'm feeling pretty confidently that it's easier for them because there is another option available to them. All right, in this particular situation, I want to give you some advice on what you should do, or what would be recommended for you to do. Of course, you always use your best judgment. This is just a tarot reading here on YouTube. What should my group ones do in this particular situation? Whoa, I'm not gonna take all those. Obviously that was a book, but the deck may have needed to be shuffled in a different way. So I'm gonna pick them back up and give you something else. Okay. Actually, no, I am not, because I'm going to take the ones that flipped over, because all of them weren't. You know what that says to me, dear hearts? Justice, Four of Wands, High Priestess. Remember, what did we start with in our beginning? You need to trust your instinct. Go with your gut feelings and also connect to your higher self. But the best thing of this, the Justice card and the Four of Wands, you need to go where you are appreciated, where your love is reciprocated, where things are in balance, and where you will have the relationship that you truly want. With the Four of Wands, you see that? Where someone is interested and has your back, is available, where you will be celebrated, where this is the Four of Wands is the level up card, where you're moving on to the next phases and stages of your life that are the things that you wanted, where you will get what you put into the relationship, where you receive balance, where things will be fair to you. Okay? All right, dear hearts, that is the reading that I have for you. I hope that you found that it was helpful. I did enjoy giving you this reading. Please show your love and support of this channel, and I thank you for watching. Hey there, group number 3. Thank you for joining me here. Today's reading, we are doing a pick a card reading where we're taking a look at your love situation. Is a person being unfaithful to you? I did consult with Spirit beforehand to make sure that this reading would be helpful to you, and I got the all clear. So I welcome you. I'm going to go ahead and light an incense here to get us started. Now, I want you to also remember that these are general readings, and you are the person that knows best for your particular situation. So always use your best judgment, okay? And remember that some of these messages may be triggering. I don't know. I haven't done your reading yet, but maybe some of these messages will be triggering for you. So just take it with ease, take it with stride, get what you need from it, all right? Let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and take a look at the connecting energies of this connection. I actually am going to start off with the tarot today. What are the connecting energies between you and, whoa, I'm going to take it. Wow, it's a lot going on here. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I feel like you've made a decision to get back in a relationship with someone after you split up. I feel like you guys decided that you wanted to get back together after a big split, okay? Either that, or you're deciding, should you leave, should you move ahead, should you move on or get back together with this person? So either you've decided to get back to a person after a split. I'll show you the cards that I'm talking about. The World and the Eight of Cups. 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords. This is like new horizons, a new start. The World also will indicate that a new beginning. You ended something and then you're starting off on a fresh on a fresh start, a fresh foot here. I see that fresh foot. Okay, so I see that maybe you're thinking about wanting to start over together, get back together. Or it could mean you're thinking about moving on completely from this relationship and just starting over on your own. I also see that as well. Would it be best to just move on, leave this relationship, and go on for a fresh start? So for some of you, I feel like it's getting back together. Or for some of you, is it best to just leave this person, walk away from this relationship, and kind of move out on your own for a fresh and new start? Okay? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in the connection. Or if you were going to tell your side of the story, right? If you were going to tell your side of the story of the relationship, what would it be? What would you say? Okay. What would you say about this relationship from your perspective? We'll take that. You feel like you've invested in this relationship for a long time. You've seen it through many seasons, many developments and changes. You feel like you put a lot of hard work and attention into this person in this relationship. You also feel like, was it worth your investment? And was it worth your time? Should you continue to invest? We have the Ten of Cups, which is in the reverse. The Temperance card, which is in the reverse, the Eight of Wands, and the Prince of Swords. Honestly, this is giving me energy of you guys you're not connected anymore. And I feel like you just want the information. Couple things. I feel like you want to know. I feel like you are separate in this connection, okay? From your side, it's not giving me an energy of a person that's in a connection. It's giving me a person that's reviewing the connection here and wondering about their choices, wondering about the connection overall. Also, the big thing here is you're wondering if you're going to receive this information. Two things. If you're going to receive the information about this connection, about if the person is cheated, but also you're wondering if this person is going to reach out, because I feel like you're in a no contact because this is looking like messages that have not gone through, or communication that has not happened, or because we have the Prince of Swords next to the Eight of Wands. It feels like a lot of connections, but the messages aren't landing where they need to. They may be landing, but you're not receiving feedback. So someone is communicating with someone in this connection and no one is getting through. I see that as well. So I don't know if it's you reaching out to them or them reaching out to you, but somewhere these wands aren't landing. The messages aren't landing where they need to be. Well, I'm saying it doesn't feel like the connection is together. So I kind of feel like from your side that this has already happened. Like a split has already happened. But I'm also seeing as well the choice of, if the choice does come around again, I'm seeing that choice also. Weighing options. Should I choose this? Should I choose that? So that may be coming back around. Is it worth the work and effort to get back involved in a relationship again with this person? I also see that if that offer is presented to you, you wonder, would this even be worth your time and attention and effort? Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look. If they were telling their side of the story, what would it be? I'm gonna take this. Oh, and this. Ooh. Oh, and this. Okay. King of Wands. I'm sorry, King of Swords. The Hierophant. The Princess of Swords. The Justice card. the Chariot, and the Star. And I'm going to pull an oracle as well. I'm going to take this, the Moon. I want to say that your person feels that they have invested a lot within this relationship as well. That they felt like they gave it a good run. They felt like they were committed. So on this side, I don't see cheating. On their side of the story, I don't see cheating at all. Even with the Five of Wands coming up, I feel like they made this relationship their main focus, that they gave it their shot. Like they gave it their attention, that they felt like they were committed and invested in this situation. They also feel like they were all in, open. They feel like they're confused and they're contemplating. They don't know what's going on in this connection as well. I'm also picking up on a split here as well. But I do see a person that was emotionally invested in this relationship. I see a person that's very contemplative of the next steps and phases of this relationship. They are confused about their options going forward. I see a person that is really thinking about this connection a lot, like really analyzing their actions, the next steps and the phases. I do not feel like this is a person that's going to act quickly. They really need to think about what their best steps and phases are within this connection. So if it was you that was reaching out to them, this person is really thinking about what's the best move for them going forward. So they are not going to just jump back into this connection. For them, I feel like commitment is something that is deep and that is strong. And because of that, they don't want to make a false move. So this person to me is a person that's really contemplative, that really thinks about what they're going to do. And they want to be fair, but they also want to be fair to themselves. They want to be fair to you, but they want to be fair to themselves. So they're really evaluating what their next move is going to be within this relationship. Like, even with the Star card, it's feeling more like they're stripping this thing down to the bare bones of this connection and taking a look at everything. So I see like a person that's fanning everything out on the table, like thumbing over all of their memories from the past and really evaluating everything, scrutinizing it and deciding what's the next phases and stages for this relationship? Where should they go next in this? Let's take a look at that cheating. And I know this is a person that really thinks commitment and relationships are very important. So I'm not picking up on that, but I don't know if there's something that happened that caused this. So I want you to know this is a person that really thinks that commitment is something serious. Their word is something serious. So this isn't a person that's going to jump directly into a commitment without being serious. So I want to see, what about the cheating aspect of this? I'm going to take this. Love and reminder. Interesting. Nah, this does not seem like a person that's out here on these streets. This does not seem like a person that's out here in these streets. This person is about love and commitment. They are not about cheating. To me, this is a person that, you know, the phrase, my word is my bond. To me, it is that. So I don't feel like if you are in a split with this person and it's about, you're wondering if this person has in the split and no contact gotten with someone else or why they are not communicating with you. This person is about love and commitment. And they really are thinking about what that means to be committed, what it means to give your word. So I think it's more about evaluating what's best for you and them in this relationship. And it's not really up to them about being with someone else necessarily. okay? It's more about, let me think about my options. What's best for us? What's best for this relationship? What's best for us in the long run? It's about love to this person. It's about commitment with this person. And if they're going to give their word and commit to something, they want to be committed. So they're wondering if this is going to be the best thing for them. That's where they are. Not on a cheating thing, okay? All right, dear heart. That is the reading. I hope that set your mind at ease. That is the reading that I have for you. I hope that you found that it was helpful, and I thank you for watching.